Next up though, this week's Sunlight Dishwashing Liquid and Handy Ultra Brightening Every Home campaign takes us into the realm of food styling. Once reserved for recipe books and magazines, learning how to make food look good has really become a form of art.
They say we take our first bite of the meal with our eyes. The way food tastes is important, but there's a lot to be said for making it visually impressive for your guests.
We see pictures of food all the time. It's in the magazines, it's in the recipe books, it's online, and yes, it's even on Espresso. Now, recreating that dish can become a nice, tasty treat, but to get it to look camera ready, now that doesn't have to be as daunting as it sounds.
Food styling guru Megan Daniels is a master of making food look its very best. She's in high demand in the culinary industry for her fresh take on food styling.
Hi Megan.
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here today. Now on Espresso, food has become a very important part of my professional life, but for you it is a form of art. How did you start doing what you're doing?
So I studied hotel management, and all my off days I literally spent in the kitchen just watching the food being prepared, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And then I actually realized that behind every food picture there has to be someone that's dotting it with olive oil and spraying the herbs with water, and that's kind of how I fell into it.
So what will we be making today?
So today we'll be making authentic Italian. We're making fresh pasta from scratch with some delicious fresh ingredients and herbs, and then we're going to take it over and start styling.
Now I noticed you making the pasta on the kitchen countertop.
Yes, I treat the surface like I would treat any dish. Just rolling out your pasta, you've got a lot of space. It's just great to make this.
Megan happily gets her hands and surfaces messy to create fresh pasta, which looks mouth-watering thanks to a few photography tricks.
While Megan is finishing up the food, we know that each role plays a very important part, from the food styling to the food photography. And you have done hundreds of dishes, and I love snapping pictures of my food, but I never post them because I just feel they don't look good enough. What can I do to improve my food photography skills?
Well, I think first of all is don't use flash. All you need is natural light. You also don't need a very fancy camera at all. You just need to understand light, and you also need to look at the frame, see what you're actually photographing. Maybe you should move a friend's cell phone out of the frame when you're in a restaurant, move the plate, stand up if it makes a better photograph. And if you need a little bit more light, just use something like a serviette or an art mounting board, just to reflect a little bit of bounce onto the dish, and there you go.
Now you've mentioned natural lighting. Does that mean you have to go take your pictures outside?
Oh no, not at all. All you really need is just to be at a window. There's enough light coming in. You might just need to soften the light a little bit with a voile curtain if it's midday, but otherwise the light is natural, it's inviting, and it doesn't bring any harshness to the dish.
What is the look and feel we're going for today?
Well, today's a bowl of fresh homemade pasta, so we're going for a little bit of a rustic feel. We've got a white surface, which is quite distressed, so it's not too clinical. The bowl is an off-white color, which is going to blend quite nicely with the rusticness, and then we're just going to bring in a cloth, which is going to be a bit of a grey color just to soften the feel a bit.
Now Megan, the dish looked magnificent.
Thank you.
But I cannot say the same about this space.
Behind everything great, I'm sure there's a little bit of mess. So we're going to have to tackle this immediately. The key is just to get in there, get clean, and it's so easy to do that. So I'm going to leave that up to you.
Okay.
To get all the cookware and crockery spotless, the power of 100 lemons in Sunlight Liquid ensures that everything will sparkle at the next food photo shoot.
Very interesting indeed, the world of food styling. Now today we are giving away a Le Creuset voucher worth 5,000 Rand. Now to win, you need to simply SMS the keyword Sunlight, your name and city, to 33728. That's Sunlight, your name and city, to 33728. SMSs do cost R1.50. Terms and conditions can be found on our website, expressoshow.com, and the competition closes on the 14th of December. Easy as that. Sunlight, your name and city, to 33728. Right now, let's head on over to social media and see what you guys are saying.
100 lemons and brighten up your home with Sunlight Dishwashing Liquid.